I'm Max, and welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. And as you can see, I'm flying solo today because Denise is out of town shopping, having a great experience, and she left me to get this done. We've got a great show. Some of the things we're going to be talking about, of course, what's happening here at Middletown Cycling. We're going to be talking about pedals and shoes. Also, we've got a segment coming up with MSD. We also have a very interesting segment about black jockeys and quilting. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
To make your life a little easier, because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere, while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works.
Or smile.
Well done, this looks great.
Time to share a story.
Kind of a great way to start our discussion.
With old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in.
And help up. Good job.
Then let it all out. It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers.
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/.
Because you won't want to get out of the car when the Streets Morning Takeover is on the Ville's #1 for hip-hop.
Early in the morning.
96.5.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show is the best that there is. Period.
You make me.
Oh, I ain't working around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here.
You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your #1 station for R&B, Magic 101.3.
Well, as you know, MSD is one of our major partners, and Denise had the opportunity to go out and do an interview with MSD, so take a look at this.
So it's that time again for an MSD segment because they provide safe, clean waterways. And right now I'm here at a very interesting place because I'm at the MSD water treatment plant. I want to introduce you to Mr. Mike Stevenson. And Mike, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you.
And tell me, we're here and what your position is, first of all, with MSD and the wastewater treatment plant.
We're at Cedar Creek Wastewater Treatment Facility. I'm a process specialist. I operate the wastewater treatment plant and provide clear water going out to the streams.
Okay. So I know we're entitled this segment, the 3 Ps, meaning the importance of talking about going into our system, the pee, poo, and paper. Is that fair enough to say?
Yes, that's exactly.
So let's talk about why there's an importance around these 3 elements when it comes to our wastewater and how we can help make things better and what we shouldn't do and should do.
Well, the 3 Ps are what we can treat. So that's what the facility's built for. The other products that come through like toys or golf balls or your dental floss, things like that, they actually cause us a lot of problems, clog up lines that we have to dig up and repair, or pumps that we have to pull up and clean out. So it causes us a lot of problems.
So I'm thinking that, I know right here you were saying, for instance, these are some things that you pulled up. I don't even see how it made it past a residential plumbing system, but obviously it had, because I was thinking if, children or somebody just wanted to flush that down, that in itself would deter them from doing it, but obviously not. So it has made its way to the treatment plants. And then when you all see it, then what's the next thing?
So when we see those products come through here, of course we get them out as early in the process as we can. So we have bar screens that collect them, and we'll see them come through and take nets and scoop them out of the system, or when we clean out pumps and stuff, we get that debris out.
So I want to ask a fair question then. Starting number 1, what should we as the citizens here be able to flush? First of all, because I know one thing could be like flushable wipes. Is that okay or is it not? And along with when we have tissue.
So flushable wipes, they say they're flushable, but really, they don't break down in the system as quick, so they do cause us issues. Your toilet paper, things like that, yes, that's what they're made for. They break down really quick in the system. But anything else, like I said, dental floss or, if your hair or something like that, it collects and it causes us a lot of issues.
Okay, so when we say there's going to be issues that we as the community don't see, kind of touch on what that means for MSD, because after all, I think it'll probably affect us as a community.
Yes, absolutely. So, we have to clean up pumps. So we'll have to shut down a process and pull the pumps out, clean the propellers, the shafts on them. The stuff collects around gates. So, our gates don't function like they should because they're so heavy. So we got to keep the rags cleaned off of those. And then during the collection system and on the treatment plant, those items, they collect in corners of the pipes, elbows or whatever, and they just build up until they stop up, and then we got to go in and we got to excavate and dig up those pipes, cut them out, get all the debris out of them so everything will keep flowing.
Okay. So my mind is sitting here thinking about what I should and should not be flushing. So we know that toilet tissue is a yes. Flushable wipes are a no. I would say feminine products are a no.
Yes, that's correct.
What about disposable baby diapers and such, and liners?
No, absolutely not. They're not made to break down and go through the system at all. They'll swell up and really block the system up.
So is it anything else that you all see a lot that we as a community should not be doing? So, because if we know better, then we can do better?
Just any type of rag or anything that you know that's not, going to break down in water really quick.
Where should these items go? Because some people may say, well, I just know to flush. So where should they go?
They should just go in your regular trash.
So Mike, please tell us, what should we be flushing?
The 3 Ps, pee, poo, and toilet paper.
Now, one thing interesting that I want you to touch on, because I found it to be interesting, in the process of how our wastewater is treated, I know you said it like for one area of the county, it comes here. And real quickly, what is the sort of the process, the chemical bio process that it goes through?
So, when you flush, it comes through a certain, section of the city. So ours is pretty much the Fern Creek, Jeffersontown area that we service out here. So it all goes through pump stations and gets pumped here. Then it goes through a bar screen and it cleans out, your larger materials like these toys we found. Then it goes through another section where it removes the grit and sand and stuff that comes through the system. So that doesn't destroy our pumps, because anything that's, coarse over time will wear and tear on the equipment. And then it goes through an oxidation ditch, and this is where the microorganisms remove the solids from the wastewater. And then it goes through a clarifier, which settles out all your solids. It takes the clear water off. Then it goes through a filtration system, and then it goes through a UV system that disinfects it, and then we'll send it out to the stream, nice and clean.
Is there anything else on last words that you want to leave for us in this community, so to ensure that we do continue to have the safe, clean waterways?
Just be diligent on what you flush and send to us and make our job easier and, keep our costs down.
So as you can see, MSD is always bringing us great information, keeping us connected, and our waterways clean. We'll take another break and back with more.
Time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works.
Or smile.
Well done, this looks great.
Time to share a story.
Have a great way to start our discussion.
With old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in.
And out loud. Good job.
Then let it all out. It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers.
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/.
The morning rock. Because you won't want to get out of the car when the Streets Morning Takeover is on the Bill's #1 for hip-hop.
Early in the morning.
96.5.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show is the best that there is. Period.
Don't you make me.
Oh, I can work it around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here. You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your number one station for R&B, Magic 101.3.
I had an opportunity to catch up with a young man that's doing some fascinating things, and it's all about quilting and recognizing the history of black jockeys. Take a look at this. Well, I'm here for a very special unveiling here at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and this is very special because I'm here with a homeboy from Hopkinsville, Hop Angeles, Hoptown, Mr. Eugene Poole. Welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Hey, well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Max. I really appreciate it. It's just a joy and a pleasure to be able to spend this time this evening with you in this program. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your exhibit, because I have to admit it's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, a little bit about it is that it's actually quilting. It is quilting, and what I call it is quillage pliqué. There's three components. It has a quilting component, it has a collage component, and it also has an applique component. So the quilting component would be the background, the collage piece would be the actual body, and then the applique would be the rose. So it's quillage pliqué.
So when you came up with the concept, how long did it take you from concept to fruition?
Per piece?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to tell you the truth?
Of course.
Actually, well, to be able to lay out a piece, usually it takes about 2 to 3 weeks just to lay it out, just to get the concept down. Of course, that includes doing the history, making sure that the colors are correct, making sure all of that comes together. But the actual process of creating the work, it takes about 7 days.
And how did the jockey theme resonate with you?
It resonated with me because I was thinking about the jockeys at the time when they lived in the late 1800s, early 1900s. They were enslaved, young teenage, a lot of them were young boys that were enslaved, and they rode for their masters. And I thought it would be very interesting to actually bring them forward, have them look at us through the lens of their eyes from the point in which they stand and live into 2024. So I was really inspired to do that, to be able to pull them forward. And because I thought with the type of fortitude that they had to have had, the type of courage in the environment in which they lived, they were all winners, and they continued to do what they needed to do.
And when you're looking at your work, I'm sure you want to get this out to as many people as possible. So how can people see this?
Right now, you can't see it anywhere. I don't have it on the internet. I know that some people are taking pictures right now. Okay, that's fine. So it may hit on social media tonight, maybe in the weeks to come. But actually, what's going to happen is that a website will be created, and people will be able to pull it up and take a look at it. There are other venues, other outlets that are having strong interest in the work that I'm doing, not in just only the jockeys, but also in some of the other African-American iconic pieces that I've already created, such as Tuskegee Airmen, Emmett Till. We've done the Golden 13 for the Navy, and just some of the other stories that have unfolded through history.
And this is not all that you do. This is kind of like your...
it's a hobby.
I was going to say labor of love,
it's
or
a
passion.
Labor of love. It's a passion. It's a passion.
So what do you do for that real 40 hours a week?
I'm the architect for the U.S. Capitol. I'm the architect there, the jurisdiction executive architect. And what I do is that all the projects that the Capitol engages in, construction, renovation, conservation, I'm the belly button for those projects.
And I have to ask, we're both from Hoptown.
Absolutely.
From Hoptown to D.C.
Right.
What was that trip like?
I tell you what, it was an immersion. It really was. Coming from Hopkinsville, of course, I'm a country boy by nature, but actually getting into D.C. and being able to hit 10 toes down, being able to hit the ground running and be able to make a difference. And that's the whole thing that I was thinking about, just making a difference, because so much had been poured in me from Hopkinsville and from that community. I knew that I was be equipped to be able to go there and be able to toe the line.
And if someone wants to find out more about your work, how can they reach you? Email, phone? How can they contact you?
Email, phone. They can reach out to jsexecutive2014.com, or they can reach out to me through another email, eupoole@aoc.gov. They can reach me that way as well.
Eugene, it's great catching up with you, and thanks for making Hoptown proud.
Max, thank you so much. I tell you what, I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for the community of Hopkinsville that poured into me to allow me to go out into the world and do these things. Thank you so much.
So as you can see, Eugene and his quilting, he's doing some fabulous things, and he's representing also other African American leaders like Thurgood Marshall and the Tuskegee Airmen. And be sure to follow him online to find out more about how you can get these quilts and have them a part of your own personal collection. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
To make your life a little easier, because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere, while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Well, as I said at the top of the show, we're here at Middle of Town Cycling, and today we're going to be finding out all you need to know about the correct bike pedals and shoes. Take a look. Well, we're back at Middle of Town Cycling, and as always, we got fantastic information, news that you can use as it relates to cycling. I'm here with the person who knows everything about cycling. Nira, welcome back to Urban Lifestylez.
Thank you. I don't know about everything, but I do my best.
All right, take the compliment. Today we're going to be talking about pedals and bike shoes and things like that. And to me, I think it is. I think it's something that people really overlook when they're looking at cycling, and it can really make a difference. So tell us what we should know.
As an entry-level cyclist, when you just want to ride your bike, you're not thinking of all the other stuff that you can put on your bike to make your riding experience better. And I think we as a shop, when you buy a bike from us, we try to always educate our customers as to what's the next level that you can take your riding experience to. What is it that you can do to your bike that will make it a better ride, an efficient ride? And I think pedals kind of play an important role. Most people are only familiar with, the old style kind of like toe clip or just a regular flat pedal. But just like you have, cleats for like playing soccer, you have specific shoes for specific sports. There's also specific shoes that you can wear for biking.
So take us through if we're looking at a basic clip-in to something that's really advanced.
Well, so the basic clip-in is like just like a regular pedal with a toe strap that everybody's familiar with, but then you get into a little bit more advanced kind of shoes. So if you look at the difference here, there are two different styles of shoes, and depending on what you are into or what kind of biking you want to do, this is what a lot of people would be maybe familiar with, because this is what a lot of people use for spin class as well. So it's a cleat that kind of sits in between here. It's recessed, so you can technically walk on this shoe. And this particular one, the cleat is kind of on the outside of the shoe, and so you kind of have to do a little of a penguin walk, as I like to call it. But basically the difference is based on this shoe type, you get to choose a pedal of your choice. And basically this one is easier to get in and out. It's a good way to get into clipping in. And this one is for people who usually tend to ride faster, put down more power, because it has a bigger surface area that it's pulling from. So.
And clipping in is something that some people may not understand.
Yes.
And I did learn through trial and error that it's very important when you're coming to a stop to make sure that you unclip, because I have fallen many of times by not clipping in or out. And then you also have shoes here, and this is what I've gone to, is more of a shoe like that, because I have totally given up on clips.
Yes. So this particular shoe is like a sticky surface and has this kind of like pattern on them, and this most people use in conjunction with a pedal that have pins sticking out. And what it does, it kind of secures the pedal. So yes, you are kind of putting force down and you are pulling and pushing, it's helping you, but you're not committed to clipping in. And most people use this when they're mountain biking, so if they have to, at the drop of a dime, have to get out of the bike and bail, this is the kind of shoe that people use.
So when we're looking at shoes, we've got that covered. Then we come over here in the pedals, and there are just as many options in pedals as there are in shoes.
Yes, just like anything else, you have different brands, different companies making their own, kind of pedals. Their technology is better or not good, or it's a different style of clipping in, but the concept of clipping in is the same. This particular brand here, Shimano, is one of our most popular brands. This particular pedal here uses a shoe like this that I showed earlier has a bigger surface area. It's like a 3-bolt pattern that we like to call. And so this particular pedal works better with these shoes. And then you have pedals like this, wherein it's used in conjunction with a shoe like I showed before. The cleats, the pedal itself it's a smaller layout. It's not as big as the other one, but it does help you walk on your shoe if you're walking a lot in between rides, and it's also an easier way to get in and out of clips. So if you're a novice and you're kind of hesitant to go full in, a lot of people like this, so it's a little bit more confident in getting into clipping in.
So if people want to come and really find out what's the best shoe, the best pedal, the best thing for them to do is actually come over here to Middle of Town Cycling, see Nira, one of her staff, and you'll get them set up, right?
Yep. That's what we do. In fact, we have a bike over there. We will put pedals on there, shoes on there, and you can sit all day, just learn how to clip in and clip out, and that way you feel a little bit more confident when you're out on the road.
So if you need some additional information, be sure to stop in and talk to Nira. They've got everything that you need. We'll take another break and back with more.
It's gonna be the morning ride. Let's go! Because you won't want to get out of the car when the Streets Morning Takeover is on the Bill's #1 for hip-hop.
Early in the morning.
96.5.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show is the best that there is. Period.
Yeah! Come on, champ! Come, you make me!
Oh, I can work it around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here. You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your #1 station for R&B, Magic 101.3.
And now it's time to check in with Shay at 101.3. Take a look.
Hey dolls, it's your girl Shay K and it's Magic 101.3. I wanted to come on really quick just to plug you into some of the things that we've got coming to the city and the station. So here's the thing. If you ever want to know, hit our website. It's 1013online.com. If you got questions, details will be there. But I'm looking at the website right now and we've got a summer splash contest going on. Make sure you enter to win that. We've also got tickets to Bone Thugs and Harmony. They're coming in August, and if you're an old school hip hop head like me, you definitely want to be there. We're giving away tickets to the Funk Fest, the Sky Soul Fest, Lionel Richie, and a whole lot more. But we also have a contest going on for Father's Day. I'm looking at it right now. And here's what you can win. $2,000 and tickets to the Funk Fest. So you will be your father's favorite kid. You're the one who can say, hey, Pops, I got $2,000 and some tickets to the Funk Fest. No matter what you've done in life, he's going to love you. But all in all, the website, that's where you got to go. 1013online.com, because that's where we keep all the important information. And of course, you can rock with me Sunday through Thursday. Yes, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7 p.m. to midnight. And I'm going to plug you into everything. We're going to catch a vibe and we're just going to kick back right here on your #1 for throwbacks and R&B. It's Magic 101.3.
Shay, always thanks in keeping us connected of what's happening in the community. We'll take another break and back with more.
Time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works.
Or smile.
Well done. This looks great.
Time to share a story.
A great way to start our discussion.
With old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in.
And count up. Good job.
Then let it all out. It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers.
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/
So now it's time for my favorite part of the show. We get to check in with Tyler and My Swaggy Wag. Take a look.
And we're talking about my second dress. But it's not just the dress, it's how the whole outfit came together. Story time. I was going to put this dress on, but then I'm like, am I about to play myself? Because is it fitting? I don't know. But let's get into this second dress. The second dress, I wanted something very sleek, understated, modern. I love feminine. I have forever loved a sweetheart neckline. I like some cleavage, but I like things that fit. I'm a petite shape, so I like things that really fit to me. It had this bow on the back, which I was obsessed with. And this is still from the night of the wedding. I took it in myself prior to, because it just made the look, and that's an easy way to take something in. I took it in and it really just snatched it. That right there just made it not give. See the difference? I got these custom gloves made. I haven't put these on since our wedding. Ooh. So I love a glove. I wear gloves a lot. One of my former fashion designer clients, he always styled his looks with gloves. I've loved gloves since like Jessica Rabbit, right? I just think it's very elegant, very stylish. I love that they were like knuckle gloves. This look was inspired by another designer that was in the Ukraine, and I found that dress with the gloves. The gloves are what made me like the outfit. It was like 14 days shipping, another 14 to get it made. It was gonna be like a month process. Nobody's flying to Ukraine. Can't find this dress anywhere with the gloves, because it's not just any gloves. It had to be encrusted. Like this was the vibe. My girlfriend and designer Jurita make these gloves. She actually was like, when I sent her the outfit inspo and I was devastated about the whole thing and how I couldn't get it, she was like, let me make those gloves for you. And I was like, what? Like, you know, first of all, she's so bomb, because she could just, like, who just knows that they can just make this? Like, why did she know she could just do this? I didn't get any specific pictures in my dress, in this dress, like I did a wedding dress, because that's what happens during the wedding. Like, it was so much going on. It was so much fun. It was just so, it's a blur, but I know that I had fun. But yes, this was my second dress. These gloves completely made the outfit.
Well, as always, we hope you enjoyed the show and that you'll join us each and every week on the CW at 11:30. You know what? I think that's our show and that's our time. And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. And remember to vote and take the shot. Bye-bye.